We got Memur with us today. He is the co-founder and CEO of Heroes of NFT with the amazing background. Look at this thing. This is
Hi
awesome,
guys.
dude. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Now, a lot of our audience, I actually don't know, I'm not going to make an assumption about our audience, but a lot of people that have found Avalanche over the course of this, a few years now may not actually know Heroes of NFT was actually one of the very, very early projects on Avalanche. I may be wrong, and Memur, please correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are either second or maybe the third project that launched that was like a game project with NFTs on Avalanche, right? The only project that I can remember that happened before I found out about you guys was Crypto Seals, and then it was you guys. So welcome to the show. You guys have been in the ecosystem for a very long time. We're quite excited to have you, and thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invitation. And you're right, Firestorm. We were the third project that launched NFTs on Avalanche, as to my memory. And so everything is going great. Like we have started the project back in April 2021, and now we completed the funding rounds, and now we are just at the age of delivering our releasing our developments products, and so I'm very happy to excited. I'm very excited to be part of that show, and hopefully we will share our products with our community very soon. And
Absolutely. And
so it's a very long process, but GameFi category is not something so easy to do.
yeah, of course. And I guess, something very important to emphasize, and I kind of make it a point to do this every week. We're in a full-fledged bear market with respect to crypto, right? I know there's arguments for the general macro, whatever, but Memur and his team were here at the pre-bull, at the height of the bull, and now they're also here during the bear, guys. Like, these are the types of teams that you're gonna take note of. I just want to say that because it's not easy, right? Proper funding rounds were completed, and these guys are still building the game. They're still around. They're still doing things. But yeah, sorry, Jimmy. You typically ask a few questions.
Oh.
I didn't mean to. Like, I get excited when I see builders, man. You know me. So
Here. This is we're just here to have fun and be casual, man. You know what it is.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's all good. We just, format wise, Firestorm, you know this, and Memur, we talked about this before the show, but I'd like to call it the people behind the projects, right? So if you wouldn't mind giving us kind of just a little background on yourself and like how you got into crypto and how that led to Heroes of NFT, we'd love to hear your story.
Yeah, okay, for sure. I have been in crypto since 2016, and I invested many projects, and also I am early investor of Avalanche as well.
Sure.
And I remember that I bought my first Bitcoin from localbitcoins.com, and so these were the good old days.
Right.
Yeah, and the crypto is like a how can I say, black hole. It's always attracting the people, and so after I enter that gravity force, I start to spend all my days and hours always in crypto, and so I become a kind of becoming like an experienced person in crypto.
Sure.
And so after some point of you reach some point of level, you would like to have your own project. And so we started that project, as I told, back in April 2021, together with three co-founders other than me. And normally I'm an electronic engineer with an MBA degree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and two of our co-founders are computer engineer as well, and one of them is a financial guy who is my friend from MBA classes. So we graduated from the same university in Turkey, and we have a really close relation with them, living in the same city, and we personally know each other. And now we have more than 25 people in our team, and working on our project. And we have mostly we are doing everything in house, like selling our own NFTs from our website. We have sold more than 16,600 NFTs on Avalanche network, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. And
all right. Air horn for that.
and the actual designs are going to migrate to a new one, by the way. And so this is the new designs are really cool. I believe everyone is going to like it. And even if they don't want to play the game, but for collecting purposes, they are going to buy our new design as well. And so the actual NFT owners will have right to migrate to new design. So this is going to be kind of something really I haven't seen it before. Migrating 16,600 NFTs to a new NFTs, upgradable ones. So this is going to be the first thing on Avalanche Network, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
And so we are a kind of team of engineers, by the way. And so we start with only engineer people, like a nerd, let's say, and then we added some other design guys and concept artists now, so that we have reached that 25 people, more than 25 people. If we are going to include, community moderators or this kind of things, then we are going to reach 30 people. And if you are going to include the third parties like marketing agencies and also some these studios that we are working for
Sure.
some special things, then the number is increasing. And so, but it is something cool building during the beer market. So it is really hard, but we can have that chance.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, the experience that we've observed, as well as we've seen other partners and other projects observe as well, is that the level of FUD that you're subjected to and the level of extreme pressures around, oh, you have to promise me an exact timeline. It has to be the Saturday, can't be the Sunday type stuff disappear, right? People start, caring more about the actual project roadmap rather than the exact time that stuff is delivered. Here at Dexalot, we really focus on delivering things in a way that is robust, in a way that is well tested, etc. And we find that building at this time frame actually is a little bit easier and less complicated than building it during the extreme hype period, right? The expectation of massive hype, massive releases, etc., has sort of allowed us to, the disappearance of that allowed us to focus very hard on the engineering side and look to build some really cool stuff. Yeah.
And also interesting thing, like some of our community members are asking to postpone releasing the products.
That's when you have arrived. The market is bad, bro. Don't release, please. Like that's pretty good. Yeah. So I guess for our audience, can you do a quick overview of the game? I have a good understanding. I've actually seen even demos that you guys have done, but I think it would be valuable for people to sort of get a sense of what the game is all about.
So first of all, we have two games at this moment. We finished working coding the idle game, by the way, and it is available to be tested for anyone. So this that idle game is already deployed on our test subnet, and we also even completed our beta test with our community. And as Dexalot is doing, we told them we are going to give some rewards for the test, and we finished that phase even. But after that, we decided to go for subnet implementation, and then we are working with Acceler at this moment, and it is going well. Hopefully, before the end of October, we are going to release our mainnet subnet, and after that mainnet subnet release, then it is possible for people to play our idle game. And by the way, blog.heroesofnft.com, people can see about the tutorial or about the idle game, how to play that idle game. So it is available, and anyone can use the faucet to have the necessary test tokens to see how it is, design the game. And the second game is our collectible card game. So this is our flagship product, by the way. And we had back in September 2021, we released our proof of concept product. but you know, we don't like how it is. Like we would like to improve it in terms of game mechanics and UI, and also the design as well and the art within that proof of concept product. And so now we are working with the game, and hopefully in so this is the first time that I am going to mention, but in at the end of January or February, we are going to release that collectible card game. And that game is a fun game to play, and it is going to be similar to Legend of Runeterra. And there's going to be you need to have 10 NFT cards that you bought. That Heroes of NFT cards, NFTs, 16,600 NFTs, as I mentioned, and we have like 1,600 holders of this NFT cards, and it means that we have a good base of potential players of the game, by the way. And also that there's going to be in-game items in this game as well, and also spell cards. And so it is a 100% is going to be a really collectible card game, similar to Legends of Runeterra or Hearthstone, but different and with a unique game mechanism. So these are the game. But the other thing, Firestorm, we have a metaverse, and we are
Oh, wow.
releasing the videos of it, and I'm pretty sure that we are going to release the most sophisticated metaverse on Avalanche.
That's
I
great.
believe. Yeah, and also we did two times metaverse parties with the old infrastructure that we have had, but now we are working with architecture, 3D artists, and also we are creating a kind of metaverse that has uh, its own fashion and lifestyle, and also there are going to be like tier zero places that Avalanche projects are going to use to promote or real life Web2 companies can promote their products. And also we are going to have the land sale from that metaverse, but our land sale is going to be uh, different than most of the metaverse land sales, because people have chance to test the metaverse before buying the lands. And so we are already decide like worked on how we can make that lens have a kind of implementation in DeFi as well. And the great part of it, when people are going to buy the land, if they are going to stake their land NFTs, then they can receive back their home token in 5 years. And so this is something also different than most of the project. And the home token that they spend for, so it will be paid back to them in the end. And maybe Dexalot would like to have a place in tier zero places in our metaverse. Maybe
I
we are.
think, yeah, I think last time, and it's been quite a while since we talked about the metaverse angle. I think, we've seen like very early designs, and this is something that we'll definitely bring it up to our head marketing person who will definitely have an opinion on this. Maybe he'll put some comments on the chat, but of course we would love to participate in stuff like this. Needless to say, you guys are doing a lot, right? You have a big team. You guys have been building for a while. You know how to build products. You've already released various, you mentioned you have a POC, the idle game, and the card game, etc. I guess the one thing that I've always wondered, and I don't think I've asked you guys before, is where does the name come from? The reason why I ask is I'm a huge strategy guy. I never
Mhm.
played Hearthstone, for example. My siblings and people that I know played it. I think I'm a little too old for that. Unfortunately, I missed the whole Blizzard, Hearthstone
Yeah.
type of game stuff.
Yeah.
But I played a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic, and I played a lot of Magic: The Gathering when I was in like middle school and whatnot. So I was
Mhm.
just wondering, like, where does the naming come from? If you can give us that story as well, where does the naming of the project?
Okay, so I'm a bit old, like since I'm 42 years old. So for my childhood time, the great thing about like cards is about football player cards. So we were playing games together with my friends and trying to win their cards and just only using that
Yep.
football player cards. And after the release of after how the say NFT concept is introduced, so the only thing that in my mind is like, okay, this can be the digital version of my football player cards while I experienced in my childhood time. But of course, that there are going to be some kind of license issues with actual football player cards. So
Sure.
the good thing about that, when the idea came in our minds, two of our co-founders are game enthusiasts. So they are really like doing the cosplays of the game characters,
That's
or
awesome.
they have they have shields and swords in their houses. So that kind of nerdish guy, nerd, let's say.
Hey, they're in good
Yeah,
company, man. Look, I mean, come on.
yeah,
I have a sword in the
exactly.
other room.
So when I talked to them, like, okay, NFTs can be collect cards game. So these are going to represent our, NFTs, the cards that we are going to sell. And so we decided to have something also in my mind like Street Fighter. Like in 1991, Street Fighter 2. So there are some characters, and so they added the Hearthstone things, and then so the characters should be heroes, but the characters should be around all around the world with, of course, different things in their bodies, like we saw in Street Fighter 2, and but this is going to be NFT. Then we decided to have Heroes of NFT as the name. So it is a kind of we make R&D for the name,
Mhm.
and also for having good result in the Google search. So
Yeah.
we decided to have Heroes of NFT, and that name became really bring it brought really big advantage for the project. Heroes of NFT. It is really easy to keep in mind and always appearing in the Google search in the upper ranks. So this is the story, and I believe, as to my memory, Ashil, one of our co-founders, found that name.
Nice.
Wow,
Very
very
cool.
interesting
Very cool.
story. And it's like a nice blend of, concept, design, and actually business savviness, right? So in that sense, I love it. So I guess you guys also mentioned that you have some alpha to drop. Have you already dropped that alpha? Was that related to the release dates, or I'm just curious? Like I'm wondering what the alpha is. Like we have the air horn ready, so I figured I should ask.
Okay, so the alpha is in the collectible card game. We are going to we Okay, people are buying the NFTs from us, minting the NFTs with the home token, but some of the NFTs, they don't like it because of the attributes or the characters. So it is going to be possible for them to crafting these things, these NFTs, to mint, to create in-game items.
Very nice.
So
Wow.
yeah,
So
and
additional utility for stuff that you may no longer be using or stuff that you didn't
yeah.
like. Very nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We've seen a
And
couple, we've seen
Love it.
similar mechanisms at other projects. And I think those types of mechanisms are generally well received by the community because it gives them another chance to create
mhm.
something more, valuable or more useful to them. Right. So great ad. Awesome.
Yes, the
Yeah.
chat. You just got upgradable NFTs. That sounds amazing, is what the chat is saying. And shout out to Zeke Moran. He is asking if our mascot Dexter could potentially be an Easter egg somewhere in the metaverse, like a little hidden friend.
Huh. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Zeki Mura, the guy who
Well,
asked
that's
this
his
question.
name. His Zero X Zeke Moran. This is a different Zeke Moran. This is the
Okay.
Zeke Moran who watches Dexalot
This
stream.
the crypto version.
Crypto Zeke Moran. Yeah.
Nothing gets by that guy.
Okay, because we have a character, NFT character. The name of that character is Son of Art. Son of Art is the nickname of Zeki Müren. And yeah, and also in order to respect for Zeki Müren, we created and added that character. Yeah,
That's
there could
awesome.
be, yeah, there could be Eastern eggs and also surprises in metaverse as well. And also, we are talking with Web2 companies, and so this is
Okay.
something amazing. Web2 companies, even a very big gym company, let's say, even they would like to be in metaverse. Everyone would like to be in metaverse.
Right.
Just even maybe they don't they are not going to utilize it, but they would like to be part of that metaverse
Definitely.
wave, let's say.
Right.
And yeah, for sure, we are going to have that kind of surprises. And also, the important thing about metaverse is it is a kind of support for our tokenomics. In most of the GameFi project, we are suffering like because of the inflation of the token,
Sure.
and this is game, and most of the time the game is creating inflation to give the rewards. And in the metaverse, we are trying to create utilization for our tokens like home token, HRM token, and for instance, for the meta land sale, we are going to use home token, and there are going to be really good, cool utilities in metaverse for HRM as well. Like when you would like to run from one place to another, maybe they can spend HRM token to speed up their characters, or we are going to as I mentioned, we already designed many clothes or for the our metaverse, and people would like to have create their own avatars, and so they can use home token and HRM token to have the NFT of their characters. So there are many utilization. So metaverse is our playground for our project. Well, also it is pain in the neck, by the way, especially for the scalability things. Firestorm, you should be aware of that scalability things. And God thanks, finally, we already solved, except for WebGL. By the way, WebGL is a bit decreasing the quality of graphics. So everything is going to be standalone application first. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
fantastic.
sounds
I
sweet.
was just looking through the chat. I don't think we have any questions for Memur in the chat, right? I guess
No, we just have a lot of very excited people about
yeah.
upgradable
So
NFTs.
I mean, if anybody has any questions, please drop it in the chat. This is your moment, my good friends. This
It's
is
your
the time
moment,
to
guys.
get more alpha. Always try to squeeze that alpha out of the founders.
You saw
Yes.
Firestorm's method. He was like, "Now I don't know if you did this already, but maybe you should
Yep.
do more." You know what I mean? He's got a method. So, guys, if you have any questions
Yes.
for Memur
Yes.
in the chat,
And I guess while we wait for any questions, we've been asking all the questions. Is there anything that you'd like to talk about or you want to discuss? I kind of want to open the floor to you as well, because again, you guys have a project that is quite encompassing, and if there's anything you want to highlight, tell us.
Yeah, for
We'd
sure.
love to hear more.
Okay. Uh, we finished the final design of our NFTs, new NFTs, let's say. We had 12 characters all around the world,
nice.
but we are adding 8 more characters. So this is something that we haven't shared with our community at all. The new designs,
wow.
the addition of characters, of course, there is something that I would like to say. The characters, in order to have emotional attachment or connection with the community, our characters have their stories. And the second employee that started working in our project is creative director, and the new characters are coming with their stories. And after that, we deliver most of the things from our project. So the next thing, we are going to release the comic version
Oh
of
wow.
the
Oh, sick.
characters. Yeah. And also, this is something that I am sharing publicly the first time. For instance, actual characters, the new design of the characters. When we share with one of our partners, they would like to have the rights of the toys production.
Whoa,
Yeah, but
That is big.
that's
yeah,
huge. That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, but we refuse their proposal because we would like to deliver everything, and
Right.
so that we can have upper hands in the negotiations. And so this
Interesting.
is, yeah, and this is something important, I believe. Since we are trying to create a kind of universe or a metaverse,
Lore is very
uh,
important. Yeah.
yeah,
Huge.
merging sites also we are going to take care. And the other thing is the subnets. Also, you are very well aware of that importance of subnet Firestorm. And for what we are thinking about our subnet, this is not only for our products, but there are many indie developers. There are many hyper casual games, but they would like to be in blockchain, industry, but they don't know how to make it. But there are some styles of games that is possible easily to be part of blockchain, and also they can utilize our subnet. And so after we finish delivering our products, our marketing teams are going to reach many developers all around the world, and so we will bring this project to our subnet as well. Uh,
That's
so
awesome, man.
yeah, there are many things on in the pipeline, but
Yes.
I prefer, of course, focusing on the actual things, the products at this moment. And the next big thing, like after we finish the implementation with Axeler, the bridge implementation, and so after that, Heroes of NFT is going to be available on 14 EVM compatible chain.
Oh,
And
wow.
so maybe we can have another of course we will use the same token most probably, but we would like to utilize these chains as well. Yeah, after the implementation of Excel.
LFG, man. All the power to you
Dude,
guys.
and
I'm
let me
I'm
just
looking
say,
forward to, yeah.
Mhm.
if you let me know when the action figures go up for pre-order, I'll pre-order. I'll pre-order 2 sets right off the bat. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, of course. Thank you, thank you.
of course, man. Memur, 2 questions for you before you go. Will you
Mhm.
come back to the CLOB and join us again and talk more and drop more alpha for us? Would you come back to the stream?
Yes, of course, of course. It's a pleasure, and also the music that you're playing is really great, Jimmy. And
Thank you.
so, yeah, while you're mixing the music, I was, dancing,
That's what's up.
in the,
Thank you.
it, yeah, in the way of engineers are doing. So
Well,
I,
that
I
actually
turn
brings
it off the webcam, not to show it.
because you were grooving so hard. Yeah. Um, well, that brings up my next question.
Mhm.
I'm going to play some music at the end of the show. We've got a couple more things to do, but I'm going to play some more music. So if you have a song request that you'd like to hear in the mix, you can just you can let our producer know. You can send it to John, and he will get everything worked out. But I would love to, and he'll let me know it's your request and everything. But if you have a song
Oh,
request, love to
yeah,
accommodate your song request for you.
yeah, but I'm a bit old-fashioned guy, so
Hey man,
but
I love all the styles. Don't even, and you don't even know how much music I got on this computer. So try I'll take that as a challenge. If you got a song, just hit up our
yeah.
producer. He'll hook it up. But
Uh, so I can say it to you directly.
yeah, what do you got?
Fuji is killing me softly.
That you are speaking my language. We will start the mix with that. Let me make sure I'm going to cue it up before we
Okay.
even end things here. But Memur, this has been so awesome. We got some alpha. We heard about upgradable NFTs. I mean, and just for the record, you might have missed this, but our CMO, our chief marketing officer, was in here, and he said we'd
Oh,
love to be involved.
hi.
So yeah, and
So,
Jonathan Ackerman, he said of course we will
Let's
participate.
go.
So
okay.
LFG, thank you so much for being here. We will have you back soon. Thank you to Memur, CEO and co-founder of Heroes of NFT, guys.
Thanks
Let's
for
get a
coming,
W in
man.
the chat for Memur, and we got a lot to do. Memur, thank you for being here so much,
Thank
man.
you.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
We'll